Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Harry Potter. We've just got off the train and we've now got to fight our way across the lake. Mini-game time! So here you're piloting this boat from side to side and basically you're trying to avoid these killer dragonfly things. And if you are ambushed by them, then you have to fight a random encounter. But they're not exactly that hard, as you can see. A single Vermilius spell finishes them off quite nicely. I say minigame, but the game does not consider this a minigame and you cannot access it from the main menu. So it's considered another form of travel. These clam things are a bit more difficult. Well, I say more difficult, I thought they were more difficult, so I used a Vermilius spell on it, but it did exactly the same amount of damage, so obviously they're not very hard. Just beat a few of these, try and get some experience, level up, you know, the normal crap. How close are we to levelling up? Oh, not far, not far. This should do it. Yes, this is how first years apparently have to get into Hogwarts. They tell you about hazing rituals at universities, they've got nothing on this. You have to fight your way to school. So we avoid the ravenous dragonflies. And, well, apparently not. The ultimate Harry Potter emasculation, being killed by Flipendo. Well, I'm glad we survived that lake battle. Surely we're at the school now. Now for a brisk walk through the dungeons filled with ravenous monsters and to Hogwarts. You there, got your toad? Yes, sir. Got your sanity? Yes, sir. Got all your limbs? I think so. Stay close, don't wander off. There's some creeping, crawling nasties off from the main path. Off we go then. And don't worry, I will always notice if you fall behind or trip over any rocks in these tunnels. This time we don't even get the justification of Harry falling over a rock. He decides to just stand stock still while everyone walks off. So yeah, we have yet another dungeon to go through before we arrive at Hogwarts. After a long train journey, you know, we're not allowed to relax. Getting into Hogwarts is a challenge. So anyway, yes, of course there are a few items in the side paths that we might as well go and grab. And there's fucking trading cards everywhere. Yellow rats are apparently stronger than brown rats. You will notice that the monsters here are significantly harder than them we fought in Diagon Alley, and certainly harder than the crappy ones we fought on the lake. Fortunately, they give some nice experience and do at least drop some decent loot. But as you'll see, they are pretty damn hard. Fortunately, they drop healing items. What level are we? Level 6. We should be aiming to be about level 7, I think, to take on this dungeon's boss. Excuse me, I'm just gonna nom on some pumpkin pasties. One fucking healing item at a time, and you have to scroll through half your inventory, which already is mostly made up of useless quest items. I wonder. Oh, what the hell. We're going to use a card combination, simply for the novelty of it, since you don't really end up using them very much at all. Drone is one of those useless little attacks that insta-kills an enemy, which you'd think would be great, but of course, in order to preserve game balance, it only works on really weak enemies, and is therefore pretty useless. So while you might think I'm wasting it on this random encounter, I'm really not, particularly as the cards it contains are fairly easy to get hold of. The cards create a terrifying noise that causes one opponent to flee. Yes, it's the game's soundtrack. Incidentally, note that it's not just Hagrid and an indifferent goblin who've wandered off, abandoning Harry this time. It's all 3 of his friends. Okay, we've now fought the same encounter 3 times in a row. Fortunately, these opponents appear to miss remarkably often. I think we had, what, 3 in a row just then? Unfortunately, we are running out of MP at an alarming rate. Vermilius actually seems to be better against these bats. But Vermilius tends to be a pretty damn reliable spell the right way through the game. On the plus side, we have a shitload of Wiggle World potions. Periodically in this dungeon, we run into Hagrid, who berates you for not being able to keep up, and then strides off again. Wait, you fucking moron! Also note how despite him saying there are creepy crawlers off on the side paths, there are just as many on the main path. Presumably Hermione has been clearing them out for the others, I don't know. Still not leveled up, right. We are having another pumpkin pasty and a pepper up potion to cover some MP. A decent amount of supplies at least. These pepper up potions are also pretty effective, so... Oh, critical hit. I'm going to be a coward and have one of our Wiggenweld potions. Oh, this is fun. I'll just die. I will kill you with Flipendo for no adequately established reason. Okay, I'm just wasting your time here. Finally! Jesus, they make you work for that one card combination, don't they? You have to come down a side passage, then decide which of 3 separate treasure chests it's hidden in, while attempting to avoid random encounters. I'm just going direct as possible now. Ah! Doesn't fail you to saunter off from me cold Hagrid Freight, Harry. Yeah, you brought me here and dumped me in a dungeon full of terrifying monsters. It's definitely me that's being the unfair one. Anyway, we are now at the boss fight, so I'm going to first save. And then heal. With my endless supply of pumpkin pasties. Which I have to scroll down to. Right.